We're ready.
All right. Cameron, he's been something else coming from where he's come from, FCS division. You kind of had high expectations for him, though, right? Just maybe talk about how he's developed over the spring and if he's really met some of the goals that you guys laid out before.
Absolutely. You know, trying to understand the new verbiage in the playbook, and he's done well, and he transitioned from the classroom onto the field. You can see he's a very violent runner. Great balance, and so we just want to make sure we keep him healthy, and he's a weapon out of the backfield as well, and so we're excited that he's here.
Where do you think that will kind of comes from? He's in it every play. You think it's part of his background? What did you see from him when you were recruiting?
I just think it's the chip on his shoulder. He played at Sac State and wants to make a name for himself in the Pac-12, and we're excited to have him. And he brings a lot of that competition we need in that room. With DeCarlos and Tevin White and George and now Javen, we put in the room, but just upping that competition, I think it's going to be good come fall.
From Javen today, obviously, I know you said it's been a little bit of time in the backfield, but what you see from him today that you like just makes you a better position?
I wanted to see him in a big light situation, to handle play after play, because we're down a couple of guys, just minor injuries that we kept out, but giving him all that chance and moving from a receiver position, now you're in the box, you're getting hit every play, and so I wanted to see how he handled that, and he handled it great.
Could you guys use him as a potential, Deebo Samuel kind of coined the term wide back. Is that kind of the role you guys kind of flip Javen in?
Absolutely, because he's such a threat out of the backfield too, and then if he does go into the slot, you're going to have to match him up with a linebacker, and so we're looking at a couple of packages, but he's done a good job filling in this past spring.
What did you think of Cameron's performance today? Just per usual?
Yeah, per usual. Hard runner. Good job, Cameron. Secondary, watch out, because he's going to put his head down and make collisions, and so, but he just comes to work with his lunch pail every day.
Mm-hmm. And as far as the conversations you guys had coming into spring, where does he go now from here?
It's still an open wide competition, because I thought DeCarlos and him had a great spring. DeCarlos got a little bit nicked up. Tevin's going to be there. George is going to be there. So, it's only about a third of practices in the spring, and you get about 30-some in the fall, and so we're a long ways away, and so that competition is going to go till the last day.
He had mentioned effort for him was something that he's still working on. What have you seen from your perspective that he needs to?
It's going hard every play. Conceptually, how do you fit in every play? You can't just loaf on some of those plays, and so we're working on that, and he's getting better and better. Like today, he had to take every snap on his side of the ball, but he's getting better and better, and he's a joy to work with.
How do you see the running back room progressing, from spring all the way to fall? What do you guys tell them, when you guys can't see them over the summer?
They're going to have player-led, and they're going to do their own, but right now it's to get bigger, faster, stronger until that end, and make sure from a competition standpoint, but I like what I see, and I love that room, and we're going to be very productive come fall.
Is it going to be a strength like last year?
I think so. Absolutely. It is going to be a strength.
How many conversations did you have with Cameron through the recruitment process before he had indicated to you?
A couple of conversations, plus I went to Sacramento and talked about what his role would be in this backfield, but it was a good recruit.
What was that exactly?
Coming in and compete right away, and can you handle that, and want that opportunity to compete at a higher level, and he wanted that, and we just clicked, and so that recruitment was easy. We signed him.
I saw the halfback pass today, and I know Cameron did. He's still lobbing.
Yeah, he still is lobbing. He threw it last year, so he's always lobbing for that. So.